Hi, Jessica Marciel here with Las Vegas Vocal Training, here in Las Vegas, but also on Skype, online, all over the country and the world. First, I want to welcome you to my channel and have you check out some of the videos on it. This video I'm going to explain some exercises that you can do before you sing, before you warm up. And a lot of these have to do with little techniques that I've learned over the years, some things that I've learned from my vocal coach. And yes, I still study. I think you can never ever stop learning. And any coach that doesn't have a coach is lying to you probably. But anyway, one of the things that I've learned is really fascinating because we're always told to inhale, isolate our stomach and inhale with our nose and hold that stomach out and then start releasing as we're singing. But I'll put this down a little more so you can see my stomach. So what I've learned is one technique, and it's not for the whole song because you have to take too many breaths between words, but if I have a really big note, a note that I want to hold a long time or something that I want to hold very strong and make it very powerful, what I'll do is I will exhale, I will inflate my body this way, but I'll inhale with my nose and I'll go, and I'll keep it expanded, and then I'll go, or, you know, I just picked a note out of the air. But if you do it just the normal way, you'll hear a big difference if you do it just the regular way and then you try it with expansion. So just try a note, something that you want to hold out or something that you want to go higher with, and do it normally and then do it with this expansion and you'll see the difference. It really makes a really big difference. All right, another few tricks that I've learned is tongue placement. Your tongue should always be either in back of your bottom teeth or on the roof of your mouth. Like that. Sometimes down there on your bottom lip, especially for that exercise, that one, and also when you do the sirens. If you don't do sirens, you really should do sirens. And I will get back on the piano and we'll do some sirens in the next video, because sirens are where you're going to seam that break in your voice from C, D, E for women, and it's very different places for men. But that place where you're gurgling or you're hiccuping, and we all have those breaks in our voice, but you won't have a break in your voice if you continue to do those sirens, and they're just much easier to do with your tongue down on your lip. So those are two tips that I just love. And also, a lot of voice coaches don't really let you hear them sing. And on my website, I have a lot of clips of recordings that I've done, also on SoundCloud.com. And on this YouTube channel, I also have a lot of videos of myself just singing between students and goofing off. But I really think you should listen to a coach sing before you take from them, because I would not want to take from a coach that I didn't know could sing well, because, you know, it's like taking from a math teacher who's not very good at math. It just doesn't make sense. So check out the videos, and if you don't like me, then of course move on to someone else. I don't blame you at all. Singing is a very personal choice, and we all have our personal taste. Another thing that I learned from my vocal coach, who's also a laryngeologist, he's got degrees and he knows what he's talking about as far as vocal health. He's had me raise my speaking voice up here, where it used to be really low. If you ever saw some of my other videos, my voice is now up here because it puts less pressure on your vocal folds and your vocal cords. And it'll prevent inflammation on your cords, and it'll also prevent the air from getting in your vocal folds and opening them up, which is very, very unhealthy. You want your vocal folds to be like that, not like that. So you really should get checked by an ENT, even if you feel great, even if you feel wonderful and you're singing great. That's the best time to go. Because if you go when you're not feeling great, or if you feel something, or your throat hurts, or you're bleeding, then it's too late, and you might have to have surgery or a lot of vocal rest. But if you go when you're healthy, and the ENT puts the scope in and checks you, and then he sees just something forming, like a little polyp or something, then you can catch it in time. And it would be much better if you do that. And most insurance covers it, and it's just a little inconvenience, but it's definitely worth it. So you should get checked when you feel great, not when something is happening. All right, so another vocal tip that I would suggest would be to pull in your stomach and breathe in through your nose whenever you're trying to sing a song. You want to go. Whenever I try to sing something, I want to use my nose to do it. I want to breathe through my nose, not my mouth. You'll get really thirsty and you'll dry out your mouth. Don't forget, when you're performing, there might be cigarette smoke out there, there's perfume, there's people's body odor, there's all kinds of smells out there, there's food, there are all kinds of smells out there, and you just don't want to inhale all that in your lungs. You just would rather, so if your nose is not clear, salt water, warm salt water, put it in your hand, flush yourself out, blow your nose. You don't have to neti pot, you don't have to do anything dramatic, you can do it at the gig. Just some warm salt water in your hand. Tap water, because you're not going to drink it, you're just going to, and then there's all kinds of other things you can do. On my website, lasvegasvocaltraining.com, I have a Maintaining Your Vocal Health, and it's a whole PDF about homeopathic things that you can try to gargle with, including, you know, warm water, honey, iodine, all kinds of things like that. All right, so on the next one, we'll go to the piano and we'll start doing some warm-ups. Thank you for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe underneath. Thanks for tuning in.